Hey, welcome to Crafty Music Tips. My name is Crafty, and in the next 3 minutes, I'm going to give you my top 3 best received pieces of advice that have been the most helpful for me. I hope they're helpful for you too. All right, time me.
Well, let's start the insanity.
Okay, so the first bit of advice, look, this is so helpful. This was from my old vocal teacher, Tom. It's to do with the comfort zone, and I talked about it a lot in a previous video. Take it away, Crafty. There's a specific area of which you're comfortable in. And in order to be able to expand your comfort zone, you have to go outside of that comfort zone. If you draw a slightly larger circle around the circle, and let's say that the area is 5% larger, if you can muster up the energy and the courage to extend yourself further just into that 5% extra area, well then that's actually what you would say is a safe area, somewhere that it's out of your comfort zone, but it's not too far further than 5% out. That's where you get really nervous and really anxious and really agitated and potentially have a somewhat traumatic experience if you go too far out. You can get some amazing excitement and some amazing positive experiences by going that far out, but just by nudging yourself just further out into the 5% extra area is the way to be able to give your insides, the nervous side of you, just that knowledge of, okay, it's all right, we're not going too far out. All right, so my second piece of advice that I received was from my old guitar teacher, Paul. I was really struggling as a music teacher, feeling like that, I was ripping off all of these students of mine that weren't practicing.
What a ripoff!
He gave me some really good advice that I mentioned in my 20-year anniversary of becoming a music teacher video. Take it away, Crafty. My guitar teacher at the time was asking me how I was going, and I said, I feel like that I'm ripping them all off. And he said, don't ever think that, because he'd ask me, were you there? Were you present? Were you on time? And did you spend time showing them stuff? Well, yeah, of course I did. He goes, there you go. That's what you're being paid to do. He goes, after that, it's up to them. Okay, so the third bit of advice is something that I heard Jerry Seinfeld say, which is basically a motto, bust your ass. He's American, so he'd probably say, bust your ass. So what does that mean? Basically, if you just really throw yourself at something, there can't be any bad that could come from that. Meaning, like, if you just really work hard and if you really put a lot of your heart and soul and energy into it, okay, so maybe you might get chronic fatigue if you go too hard.
But I'm a little tired.
But, pretty much only good can come from really working hard at something if you really want to achieve it. So, bust your ass. Okay, did I do it in under 3 minutes? Perhaps you want a bonus. I'll give you a quick bonus. Okay, so there's a guy called Jason Capital, and he talks about state control. Think about the state that you're in. I live in South Australia, not the actual physical state in geography. This state of like how you're feeling, your emotional state, your energy state, your motivational state. What state are you in most of the time? Believe it or not, you can actually control it with lots of regular exercising. You got to exercise your state. So basically, one way that really helped me as a performer, I hope it helps you, is that if you're ever just not feeling it as a performer, make yourself smile. Because then all of a sudden, it's, oh my God, I feel so stupid having to do this. But, when you're just not feeling it, just make yourself do this, because all of a sudden, even after just, 15 seconds, I just feel a bit better. I feel like, okay, well, that's kind of taken the edge off now. All right, let's go perform.
I'm having a good time.
All right, that's surely over 3 minutes now. Look, I'll get out of here, but tell me, was this video helpful? Also tell me, do you have any other pieces of advice that have been really helpful for you? Leave me a comment below. Check out a bunch of the other helpful Crafty Music Tips videos here on the Crafty Music Tips YouTube channel, and I'll see you when I'm looking at you. Just remember that you don't have to do every single thing right now. Just do the next thing. I'll see you soon. Cheers.